Hello, welcome to some more Tesla news. This is Patrick with Tesla Trip. I'm out in the backyard for a change of scenery. My most viewed video was when I was outside, so I figure maybe you guys like the outdoors. And big news, the Tesla Model 3 Performance Edition now comes with unlimited supercharging if you use a referral code. So like if you use my referral code Patrick4254, you'll get free unlimited supercharging for your Performance Model 3 or just any Model S or X, and it's pretty cool. And if you've already ordered your Performance Model 3, I think you can call up and give them a code and they'll add it on there, or I think if they've already been delivered, they're going to retroactively just give it to people, which is pretty cool. I took a little bit of time off from doing the video because I had a little too much fun on the 4th of July and wasn't feeling great. I injured myself on a four-wheeler a little bit. Anywho, it would have been great if it was self-driving, and that was some of the big news from the earnings call, is a lot of updates on the full self-driving. Apparently Autopilot version 3 is going to be significantly more powerful than the current NVIDIA version in version 2. So they're saying you could do 200 frames per second on the cameras, sweet, with the current sensors, or the current GPU, CPU, and now they're saying that this special custom design chip will be able to do over 2,000 frames per second. So it's just a lot more processing power, and it's what's going to be needed for the full self-driving. And version 9 of the Tesla software that's coming out in, they're saying 4 weeks now, will actually have full on-ramp to off-ramp capability, where it'll pay attention to your navigation when you put in where you're going. So that'll be kind of like the first step towards the full self-driving, although it's still a ways out. It was also asked on, what's the status on the, East Coast to West Coast fully self-driving test run. And Elon and his team mentioned that they're focusing more on, getting the safety features and the current hardware suite the best they possibly can, and getting those features out there right now, and really buckling down on version 9.0 of the software. And then they'll kind of go back to tackling that full self-drive. They said they could pretty much game the system right now if they define a path and just make sure, that they drive it and they correct all the little imperfections along the way and have it repeat the route. But that's not what they want to do. They want to make sure that it'll work in any condition, point A to point B, without, having to like pre-program the route. So that's good news. It's moving along, and this is going to be, it sounds like a free upgrade to anybody that's paid for the full self-driving. And they said it'll fit in the Model X, the Model 3, the Model S. It's just that board behind the glove compartment that they just kind of swap out. It's pretty cool. They said they've tested it out and it's done. So they're saying next year they're going to start, swapping those out, I guess, which is kind of interesting because there's dogs here. Why are you licking me, dog? So it's interesting because they upped the price of the full self-driving package by $1,000. They must know a little bit more about what their costs are on that new hardware, the cost to swap them out. And what they're including right now with the NVIDIA is enough to do the enhanced autopilot, which is apparently enough to do on-ramp to off-ramp driving. But if they really need the nitty-gritty, and Elon had mentioned the ability in some of the test builds to recognize signs and do hard, right-hand turns, but it's not at a safety level that they're comfortable with for releasing. And my guess is, they need that additional processing power to really have the high enough frame rate to calculate safely these scenarios of intersections and things like that. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm pretty stoked that they're showing some progress, because really it's been kind of catch up to Autopilot 1 for the past year and a half. And now Autopilot 2 really seems to be doing a lot more crazy turns and keeping in the lanes a little bit better. And more great Model 3 news is that it's apparently the best-selling luxury mid-sized vehicle out right now by a very large margin. Elon showed up at a customer's house delivering a Model 3 inside a semi, which he's saying is a new way where they could just deliver directly from the factory to somebody, cutting out a middle process of loading it between vehicles and wrapping it and all that jazz. So it's a quicker way to deliver, because right now that's a big deal. There's these videos of Tesla stockpiling Model 3s, not because they're not sold, but because they're having difficulty shipping them out to people. They're building them at a rate of over 5,000 cars per week now, with the goal of getting up to 6,000 by the end of next month. And yeah, just getting them to people seems to be an issue. They're talking 5-minute delivery windows. So when you come in, they show you a video or whatever, put you in the car and let you go, which is kind of a drag that it's so quick, but it's also kind of nice because most people like me and probably you guys are very familiar with the cars already and you know what to do. You've watched your YouTube video a million times before you picked it up on other people's delivery processes. And Tesla also released a bunch of videos on YouTube kind of showing all the different things and details about using any new Tesla. Lots of fun little tweets that just came out in the past couple days from Elon, such as party/camper mode, where you'll be able to leave the vehicle on for up to 48 hours, have the music going, or the air conditioning going, having to worry about it. They also came out with a surfboard that came out and then sold out almost instantaneously. Nothing super special about the surfboard in particular. It was just branded Tesla merch. It wasn't like electric or anything like that. Yeah, so other things that are coming out in the version 9 of the software is Atari games. They got to deal with Atari. And Elon was also tweeting out, if you're a game developer, tweet him some ideas. They're talking about doing like pole position and using the real steering wheel of your Tesla while you're parked to play the game. Feature request, update button, dash cam feature, lots of fun stuff. Also, Elon talked a lot about how they're having body shops being built into the service centers, or some of the service centers, because right now they're talking like 30 days plus to get your model whatever fixed. We actually had a little incident with the Model 3, and it just went into the shop last week because it took that long to get the part in, because the accident actually happened a few months ago. And they'll be, fixing that up here in the next week or two. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to get a video out real quick to you guys. Please subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you like watching these videos. And we'll see you guys next time.